우리가 분석할 수업은 의사소통 접근법에서 이루어진 수업이라고 하겠습니다. 본 수업은 수업 시연의 성격이 강하다고 볼 수 있겠습니다. 따라서 여기에 나오는 학생들은 실제 학생이 아니라 수업 시연을 위해서 모인 사람들이고, 그리고 앞에 수업을 시연한 사람은 교사, 교육 전문가라고 할 수 있겠습니다. 이 점을 감안해서 관찰하면 되겠습니다. 이 수업의 목표어는 영어가 되겠고 수업 분량은 16분 정도가 되겠습니다. 그러면 수업을 관찰하도록 하겠습니다.
Anyway, today we're going to start a brand new unit, and this unit will be focusing on a new function, persuasion. How do you convince people to believe in your point of view? Okay, I think this will be a useful skill for you to have both in your academic work and as you function in the larger world in everyday life. And the topic that we'll be using to work on this art or skill of persuasion will be the best place to live. We're going to talk about different kinds of living situations. Okay? Now, it so happens that my family is facing an important decision on this topic, the best place to live. And I'll tell you the reason why. Like many American families, maybe some that you know, my family, we all started out together. I grew up in New York City, and of course everyone was together. And then, as the children grew up, we spread out all over the country. And now we live hundreds or thousands of miles from each other. Why do you think? Can you guess maybe why the children moved to different places?
Because
For work?
Because studies.
Studies.
To go to university.
They got married and they moved away? Yeah. Vacation? Yeah, well, my parents went on vacation to Florida once, and they liked it, and they decided to move there. Okay, so now the situation is this. My parents, Bill and Sarah, live in South Florida. I live in Western Massachusetts in the country with beautiful hills and streams and fields all around. My brother Charlie moved to a big city, Philadelphia. How many people have been to Philadelphia? Just a few. Okay, it's not too far from Washington. And my sister went to Wisconsin, to Madison, which is a small city, for her studies. And she liked it, and she stayed there. Now, here is the problem. My parents are tired of living so far from the children. They would like to get back together, at least for a while, with one of the children. The question is, which place to go to? Since they love each of the children equally, their decision is going to be based on which is the best place to live. A big city, the country, or a small city or town, right? And we are having a family meeting, family council we call it, to make that decision. And you're going to decide which is the best place, as if you were my family. And I'll be very interested to see what your decision is, okay? Now, we're going to do a little bit of work before the role play on the structure of persuasion. And to start that off, I'd like to talk with you a little bit about where you live and what you like about where you live. How many people here live in a big city, at home, in your own country? Most of you. How many live in what we would call a small city? Town. And how, just 2 or 3. And how many live in the country? Just 1 in the country? Okay. All right. Well, let's talk about the big city then, since so many of you are from a big city. What are the reasons that you like living in a big city? What are some of the advantages that you find in big city life? Better jobs, okay?
After the students give all their reasons, the teacher gives an example of how one might make a case for living in a big city.
Finally, there's a wider variety of people that you can meet in a big city. Now, what I just did was structure my persuasion in a certain way that we like to do in English. And one term you can use for this structure is making a case. Okay, and if we look at this structure, it's what I just did. We open citing one reason, and we say something like to begin with or first of all, and then we strengthen or build the argument. We cite additional reasons, and we use some of these expressions to make a transition from one reason to another. Besides that, in addition, moreover, furthermore. And the third part of the argument, or making the case, is perhaps a summary of the main reason or a final reason, right? Now, who can, working with this structure, who can make a case for, let's say, South Florida? Many of you know about Florida. How many people have been to Florida yet? A few of you, but you've all heard of it. Who can make a case for living in Florida using that kind of a formula? Who can start off? Marta?
Well, okay, I should try to convince. In short, I think that the place convenient for you, it has a very good weather too, all
Yes.
year round.
Absolutely.
You should go there.
I'm ready to go. Goodbye. Yes, who's going to teach you? Okay, well, that's very good. That's the idea. And that's the type of argument you can make in a written form, or when you're, for example, at a business meeting and you're trying to present your point of view, you might use this kind of structure. Okay? Now, we're going to go to the role play that I mentioned before, and you're each going to get a chance to practice making a case. Okay? Now, here is what we're going to do in the role play. First of all, you're going to divide into groups of 4, and you will each receive a card. On the card is your identity for the role play. Each of you will be one of the children, me, Alex, Charlie, who lives in Philadelphia, or my sister Lynn, who lives in Madison, a small city in Wisconsin. The fourth person in the group will be one of my parents, and it will say this on the card, Bill or Sarah. Here is how it's going to work. When you get the card, you will see information about your home, Madison or Philadelphia or Massachusetts. These will give you hints about how to make a case for your place. Okay? What you will do is first take a couple of minutes to study the card, see the information, think up additional reasons besides the ones on the card, for living in your place. Okay? You're free to ask me any questions you may have about any of these places, because I've been to all of them. I know them all pretty well. Okay? Then, once those 2 minutes are up and you've prepared your case, the family council will start. And what you will do is try to convince Bill or Sarah, the parents, that your place is best. So you make a case in front of Bill or Sarah about your place. And everyone else will listen. Okay? Follow the formula for making a case. Once each of the 3 children has made his or her case, the parent in the group, the person playing my father or mother, Bill or Sarah, will decide which is the most convincing argument and will state the reasons why. Okay? So each child makes the case, Bill or Sarah listens, thinks about the arguments, and decides which is the best one, the most convincing one. Then, after that, we'll come back in the large group, and I'll ask the Bills and Sarahs to report on what they decided. Okay? Any questions about the procedure? Okay, could you move into groups of 4, and I will give you your cards.
You have to convince them that what is the reason for that the best yes.
Your own room and stay with one of your children. You have to live with the oldest.
One.
Yes.
Oldest.
Yes.
Yes.
You remember?
Yes. Same thing in our
The
country.
same situation. And the two of the children can help the oldest for entertaining her parents. That's no problem.
It's next to
See if it's on.
to my country, and it can come. It can.
Remember,
can
ask me
come
if you have any questions about any of the places.
to see us, and I think you have to come in our country, in my country.
Town
Yes.
is not very polluted. It's not very polluted. No, the air is very
The air is
good.
clean?
But
Yes.
I don't know. It's,
You're not sure if they're telling the truth?
It's a big city, Philadelphia.
Yeah, the big city might be more polluted. And that,
In Massachusetts, no?
yeah, maybe that's a reason for the country. Yeah.
Parents' situation. Parents are still working.
Now, the parents are retired.
Yeah, but
Yes.
I can offer work in Massachusetts. It's a very nice work.
okay, let's
I have the reasons.
Okay, go
Okay, you have your reasons.
Small city.
Your attention? The parents in the group need to decide now. So please decide and tell everyone your reasons right now. Okay?
It's time to decide.
Who was a parent here? Victor?
Yes.
What did you decide?
Yes, I listened carefully what Lynn, Charlie, and Alex said about Wisconsin, Philadelphia, Massachusetts. I think that I was confused at first, but I think that Charlie have the reason, and I decided to go to Philadelphia because it's a big city.
Yeah.
It has a good technology, library, and I like to research.
Do research.
Yes,
So
research.
libraries are
Yes.
important to you.
And I like to swim in the sea.
And
Travel
the
by
sea
boat.
isn't too far.
Yes.
Right.
But it has his own boat too.
Oh, he has his own boat.
Yes.
Oh, that's great. Okay, great. So we have one vote for Philadelphia. Okay, one vote for Philadelphia. Okay, parent Ibrahima?
I had I decided to join Alex in Massachusetts.
Oh,
Yeah.
thank you.
First of all, I have an opportunity to do my job correctly in a town which is not polluted.
Polluted?
Yeah.
Yeah, it's not polluted out
In
there.
addition, I have an opportunity to visit Boston, which is a good city.
Yeah, and it's not too far,
It's
is
not
it?
too far.
It's a couple of hours,
Yeah.
that's all.
Finally, I think for the fun and for the job and for all of the activities, I decided to join Alex.
Okay, so we have one vote for the country in Western Mass. Great. Who else was a parent?
Three family. The first of all, I think I like all of my children. Besides that, we are retired. We have a lot of time to go out to look around. It's good for our health. So I finally decided to go to the 3 families. This year I will go to the Philadelphia. Next year we'll go to the Western.
That's a clever solution. So 1 family each year. Great.
It's quite exciting.
Now how do I count that kind of vote? I think I'll give 1 to everyone. Yes, and it'll make Lynn feel good because she doesn't have any votes yet.
My wife and me have a lot of problem because Alex is my first son, and Lynn is my wife's last daughter.
Yes.
And she likes to live with Lynn, and I like to live with my first daughter. This is a problem.
So what did you decide?
So I'm tired. I have 19 years old, and when I die, Alex can take my place and take care of his brothers and sisters. So we decided to live with Alex, and when we die, Alex can take care of his brother and sisters.
Well, another very creative solution.
Yes.
Wow, I can't wait to call my parents and tell them. So we have another vote for Western Mass, the country. Let's count up the votes. 4 for the country, 3 for the big city, and only 1 for the small city. So I am the winner. Thank you for helping me decide that. Okay, I will see you tomorrow. For homework, I'd like you to write a 1-page composition in which you follow this formula and make a case for your own place, where you live in your own country. Okay? 1 page. See you tomorrow. Have a good day.